The email pinged like a gunshot in the quiet of my home office, the screen's glow casting harsh shadows across my desk cluttered with sketches and coffee stains. Demand for repayment, $50,000 loan, the subject line read, from my parents' lawyer. My heart slammed against my ribs, fingers trembling as I clicked open. Dear Ms. Harper, your parents assert that the $50,000 transferred to you 5 years ago was a loan, not a gift. They demand immediate repayment with 5% interest, totaling $62,750. Failure to comply will result in legal action. Shock froze me, then fury boiled over, a scream ripping from my throat as I swept the desk clear, papers fluttering like wounded birds, the crash of a mug shattering on hardwood echoing my fractured world. They'd given me that money as a gift for my startup, promised it with hugs and toasts, now twisting it into a noose? Heartbreak crashed in waves, layered with humiliation. I was their daughter, Emma, the one who'd built an empire from nothing, and this was betrayal's blade. I staggered to the window, the city skyline blurring through tears, rain drumming against glass like insistent accusations. The apartment smelled of fresh paint and success. My graphic design firm had just landed a major client, walls adorned with awards that mocked this regression. Denial gripped me first. This must be a mistake, a hacked account. But the attached scans showed bank transfers, no mention of gift in their meticulous records. Inner thoughts churned brutally. How could they? After Dad's "proud of you" speech at my launch party, Mom's teary eyes. Resentment festered, obsession sparking. Fantasies of wiring the money back in pennies, watching them count it in shame. Doubt whispered. Maybe I misremembered. Perhaps it was a loan. Moral conflict tore at me. They were aging, perhaps desperate, but guilt over my success clashed with cold anger. Fear loomed. Lawsuit could ruin me. The next day, sunlight filtered through blinds and slanted beams, dust motes dancing like indifferent spectators as I paced the kitchen, tile cool under bare feet, the hiss of the espresso machine grounding my rage. I called my brother, Liam, the family golden child. His voice crackling over speakerphone. It's true. They're struggling, Dad's business tanked. They say you owe it. His tone was apologetic, but subtle manipulation lurked. He'd always been their favorite, motivations layered in envy of my independence. They helped you start, fair's fair. Suppressed rage tightened my throat. It was a gift. They said so. He sighed, revealing secrets. Papers say otherwise. Don't make this ugly. Tension heightened. Was he in on it? Foreshadowing in his pause. Just pay, sis. For peace. Heartbreak deepened as memories surfaced. The family dinner where they'd presented the check, linen tablecloth crisp, wine glasses clinking, Dad's hand on my shoulder. For your dreams, no strings. Now strings pulled taut. Obsession grew in quiet moments. Staring at my laptop, fingers hovering over financial apps, planning countermeasures. Inner conflict raged. Revenge fantasies of exposing Dad's shady deals warred with guilt. He'd cut corners in his construction firm, but family loyalty bound me. Strategic hints emerged. I'd audit my books, trace every cent, build a case. Liam visited that evening, the doors thud heavy as he entered, carrying the scent of rain-soaked wool. We sat on the leather couch, its creak underscoring unease, city lights twinkling outside like false hope. They're serious, Em, he said, eyes avoiding mine, moral complexity evident. He loved them but resented their favoritism toward him, now burdened as mediator. Dialogue natural. Why now? I pressed, voice steady despite inner storm. Mom's health bills. Cancer scare. Heartbreak layered. Sympathy flickered, but resentment dominated. They'd ignored my struggles post-college. They could have asked nicely. He shifted. Pride. But if you fight, it'll tear us apart. Suspense built in his hidden motive. A slip about my share too. Foreshadowing inheritance plays. Nights became a vortex of calculation, my bedroom dim with lamp glow, sheets tangled from insomnia, the tick of a clock measuring rising tension. Inner thoughts honest. Denial crumbled as I unearthed old emails. No loan mentioned. Fantasies evolved. Sue them first or cleverer. Use my firm's resources to investigate their finances. Fear gripped. Moral grayness in hurting family, but cold resolve hardened. They'd taught me self-reliance, now I'd teach them regret. Subtle vengeance signs, I replied to the lawyer politely. Reviewing records. Buying time. Obsession-fueled research. Public filings showed Dad's firm in debt, motivations clear. Desperation masked as justice. Guilt nagged. Help them anonymously. But humiliation burned. I'd been their scapegoat. Months simmered into a cauldron of quiet plotting. My office a sanctuary of screens and notepads, the hum of printers spitting evidence like confessions. The air carried the sharp tang of marker ink as I mapped timelines on whiteboards, sensory anchors to my unraveling calm. Inner conflict peaked. Heartbreak over lost bonds clashed with resentment's blaze, doubt questioning if revenge poisoned me. But discoveries layered complexity. Dad had loaned Liam money too, forgiven quietly. Hidden motives surfaced. Favoritism, using me to bail out their failures. Planning consumed dawns, coffee bitter on my tongue. City awakening below with honks and steam vents. I'd hired a PI discreetly. Reports arriving in sealed envelopes. Paper smooth yet cutting. Suspense coiled. Whispers of tax evasion in Dad's books. Moral grayness in my intent to use it. Fantasies sharpened. Confront them with proof, force concession. Fear whispered. Backlash could isolate me forever. Liam called often, tension in his voice. Any decision? Manipulation subtle. They're suffering. But suppressed rage leaked in my replies. Working on it. His visits grew fraught. The apartment's modern lines stark against our fractured dialogue. Drop it, he urged one night. Rain lashing windows, thunder rumbling like omens. For Mom. Heartbreak authentic, I wavered, but resolve snapped back. They'd betrayed first. The PI's bombshell came in a dimly lit cafe. Espresso steam veiling his face, folder sliding across scarred wood. Your parents' loan claim. Fabricated. But here's the twist. They took that $50,000 from undeclared income, evading taxes. Shock rippled, layered with triumph. Their motivation. Greed, not need. Inner moral conflict surged. Expose them to IRS? Gray decision, justified yet destructive. Suspense built slowly. I drafted an anonymous tip, fingers flying over keys, screen glare etching determination. Early signs conflicted, a conciliatory text to Mom. Thinking of you. Strategic, lulling them. The family meeting loomed, arranged at their suburban home. The drive there a blur of highways and regret. The house smelled of pot roast and nostalgia, wood floors creaking underfoot, family photos mocking unity. They sat at the dining table, china gleaming, Dad's face lined with feigned sternness, Mom's eyes pleading. Time's up, Emma, Dad said, voice gravelly, revealing secrets, pride masking fear. Dialogue heightened. It's not personal, Mom added, manipulation in her tremor. We need it. Suppressed rage boiled. You gave it freely. I slid my folder across, papers rustling. Actually, it was a gift. And here's why you can't demand it back. Tension peaked as they read. Bank statements, emails, then the tax discrepancies. Shock widened eyes. Liam, invited, paled. What is this? Dad blustered, moral complexity bare. He'd cut corners to provide, now exposed. The twist exploded. I could report this, I said calmly, but inner guilt twisted. Or we settle. Drop the demand or face audit. Poetic justice gleamed. They'd lose more in penalties. But unexpected consequence. Mom broke down, confessing. The money was from Dad's side hustle, off books to avoid taxes. We thought you'd never succeed, so no risk. Heartbreak final. Betrayal deeper, doubting my potential. Liam's rage erupted. You lied to us both. His motivation revealed. Resentment at being pawn. Chaos ensued, accusations flying. Thunder outside mirroring storm within. In the aftermath, driving home through sheets of rain, wipers slashing rhythmically, psychological impact settled. Revenge delivered but hollow. They'd withdrawn the demand, but family shattered. Cold resolve faded to regret. Lesson taught, but at what price? Morally grey victory lingered. Echoes of fury silenced by solitude.